Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, in one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. The Cowboys will put total leather and will get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hutchinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Young. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
Looking for a deep man. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Now on second down after the short completion. Back to pass, it's Rush. He rifles one deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. They went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, WKU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To throw, it's Rush. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Right back to the air, position for a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Looking for a gap, it's Young. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got room on the return. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense has a second down play. Back to throw, it's Rush. He's got his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Cowboys trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and touchdown, Wyoming. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Tom, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad.
Offside.
Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They'll try the right side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create...
Gonna let it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch called for and made. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be...
Oh, look out! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
What a tremendous job of coverage by that DB. He just stayed in the receiver's hip pocket, then able to locate the football and swat it away.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Got his man. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the end. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Rush. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Western Kentucky, set.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Gets open down the middle. Makes the catch and knocked down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Scanning the field, it's Rush. Coming after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Skips away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly... A shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Excellent coverage.
27.
Give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys
Lets it fly. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Rush. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. The Hilltoppers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. Either they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient most of the time. That drag route's going to come over.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Scott. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead.
That makes it Wyoming 28, Western Kentucky 9.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's his 4th interception of the game. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's now 3rd down.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Coming up, 4th down.
They'll try to pick up the 1st. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Hilltoppers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Hilltoppers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Let's it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
Never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
16.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Good enough for
The give as they work on that clock. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. list, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on second down. They'll try the run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They go to the ground. The Cowboys will move the sticks with the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Running for it on 4th down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship.